What's up everybody, Ramey here, and today we're talking about is the Rep AB5100 handle. This handle on the forums, web, the home gym Discord and Reddit has caused a lot of funny remarks. People who absolutely, it seems like a lot of people just say they don't like it. And I have the Rep AB5100 and I never really noticed the handle that much. It picks up the bench, and so I was always like, I don't really get making a big deal out of a handle, like whatever. And then not too long ago, maybe like I want to say a couple weeks ago, I was at my buddy's house and he has a Rep 3100, and the bench that he has, the Rep bench that he has, so my handle's right here, his handle is on the feet. And as soon as I started using his bench, I noticed a significant difference between the 5100 and his bench. And today what I want to talk about is I want to talk about this 5100 handle. And I want to talk about why I think it's absolutely the best handle on any of the Rep benches. And I'll kind of talk about why. So the first thing that I noticed when I went to pick up my buddy's bench is that I had to lean down about 6 inches more or so. I'm making up that number. But I had to lean down a lot more to pick up his bench. And I was like, wow, this is such a pain. His bench felt so much heavier than mine because I had to lean down so much further. It was so much more difficult to pick up. And I was like, wow, my bench doesn't feel like that. And I didn't really put two and two together until I came home that night and I was like, why does his bench feel so terrible to pick up? And I realized because when I pick up my bench, I pick up my bench from here. His bench is picked up down here, several inches further down. So to pick up the other Rep benches, you actually have to lean down further. Let me show you. So when I pick up my bench, I literally just have to go like this, and I'm basically picking up the bench from right here. And then I grab the handle when it's up here. To pick up his bench, I actually have to start. You can see the difference in leaning. Right here to pick up my bench, pick up his bench. There is such a big difference and it makes a huge deal. Now some people comment on this that they hate how this handle flops around, calling it some pretty funny things. And it is funny. However, it's actually a brilliant design. The reason that it's a brilliant design is because if it was right here like this, completely solid, it would be the same as picking up the handle. But because it's not, I can actually lift it up to here and pick it up from basically where the seat is. Now why that's brilliant is because it can't actually stay out right here because your feet would hit it. So what it does is it allows you to pick it up from right here, and then it goes back hiding in a spot when you're not using it. And I absolutely think that it's a brilliant design of a handle, and that Rep needs to stick with it because I don't want to bend down. The other problem with the handles that are down here, they can actually get in the way of your feet. So this, now I'm not saying they will because a lot of things right here you're not going to really put your feet right in here, but it's a possibility, whereas this handle's out of the way. You're not going to run into it in your feet. So I really think this is a brilliant design of a bench handle, and I'm kind of curious to see like funny comments that I get and people who really hate this handle. Because I know there's a bunch of people out there that just say they hate it. I'm not quite sure they've ever used it and compared side to side two Rep benches to see how much easier this one is. Because when I did that, I saw the beauty of this design. It was almost like the accidental good design. But it is such a difference being able to pick up my bench just from right here like this versus having to bend all the way down. It was just such a difference in feel, in enjoyment of the workout at my buddy's house. Every time I went to pick up the bench, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to keep bending down this far to pick this thing up. It was such a pain. So I really started to appreciate this bench. It's the only one Rep has this new handle, even on their new Blackwing. It does not have this kind of handle, and I really wish Rep would make it clear why this handle is actually a brilliant design. So I'd love to hear your comments about what you think about this handle, because I know a lot of people have some funny stuff to say about it. So anyway, that's my review and my little spiel about the Rep 5100 bench handle. Later off.